Brett Dawson at Paycom Center, where if you want to put a couple of asterisks on the Thunder's 134-115 win over the Clippers, people would understand. No Kawhi Leonard for LA tonight, and the Clippers were playing on the second night of a back-to-back. But the Thunder played well enough that you don't really have to put too many caveats on that win. They snapped the Clippers' 9-game winning streak, came in as the hottest team in the NBA, and the Thunder played great. Shot the ball really well, got big nights from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren and Lou Dort. Sustained an injury to Josh Giddey, which we'll get to in a minute. But the Thunder's offense was great, and its defense was pretty good for much of the night. And we got probably one of the most exciting plays of the season so far. A play that really sparked a run for the Thunder. Chet Holmgren in the third quarter with the Thunder down by 1, lobs a pass off the backboard to himself and dunks it. And really turns the momentum of the game. It wasn't just that play that did it, but it sparked a 13-0 Thunder run. They never trailed again, and kind of got into the back-to-back legs of the Clippers after that point. Ran away with it. Clippers rested some guys down the stretch once the game was out of hand. But again, OKC doesn't really need to apologize for the back-to-back and the no Kawhi Leonard. This was a really great performance. The Clippers threw quite a few defensive looks at OKC. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 11 for 25 from the floor. That's a nice night, but not maybe his best shooting night. He was just 1 for 6 from 3, 8 of 9 at the free throw line. But he gets 31 points. And the Clippers tried a bunch of different stuff to stop him. And one of the things that the Thunder did to react to that, to some traps of Shai, to some zone defense that the Clippers threw out there, was kind of put the ball in Chet Holmgren's hands, let him make some decisions. So not just 23 points tonight, but he had 7 assists, and it was what probably his best floor game of the season. Mark Dignault said that after the game. Just really good reads of the defense, had a good feel for when to take his own shot, when to find a teammate. Just a really good, aggressive Chet Holmgren from the outset, and he was terrific. No block shots tonight, but he still impacted the game defensively in addition to this great offensive game. Paul George talked about how his length affected the Clippers inside and around the rim, and what a difficult task it is to kind of deal with Chet. He was excellent. Shai was really good, not his absolute best, but really good. And then Lou Dort was such a big factor offensively, not just the shooting. He was 3 of 6 from 3, and any night he has a hot shooting night from the outside, really a boost to the Thunder. But tonight, what he was particularly good at was putting the ball on the floor when driving lanes opened, finding his way to the rim, and finishing. He was 4 of 5 in the paint. It's been a bugaboo for him in the past. He talked about that at the beginning of the season, really focusing on it in the offseason, trying not to just charge in there and throw the ball up at the rim against longer defenders. He was great at reading that tonight. So he was really, really good offensively. The Thunder, if there's a real downside to this, Josh Giddey, who was off to a great start, had 11 points in the first quarter, was really playing well, shooting the ball extremely well. Was playing so well that at one point Kenrich Williams even thought he could get away with throwing Josh Giddey a lob. That didn't work, but the fact that they tried it, much like Chet Holmgren trying the lob off the backboard, says something. It said something about the way Josh Giddey was playing. But Giddey rolls an ankle, looked like a pretty severe roll. You never want to judge an injury based on what you see, because different guys have they have different bodies. They respond to treatment differently. So he left the game after that ankle roll, did not return in the second half. No update after the game from Mark Dignault, who said, as is often the case in a situation like this, he'll rest on it overnight and they'll evaluate it tomorrow and see where he is. Wouldn't be surprised if this is some games missed coming up for Josh Giddey, but we don't know. We'll see how he responds to treatment. May get an update on Friday, may not, but we'll see where his status sits for the Lakers coming in here on Saturday and beyond. Jalen Williams also went down with an injury, looked like maybe an ankle, but not nearly as significant. Did return to the game and played, and did not appear to be affected by that. Shai was on a foul that committed by Russell Westbrook. Not a hard foul, but just hit the floor a little hard. Came up holding his left hand. That didn't seem to affect him. He also returned to the game and played fine after that. So it seems like just Josh Giddey, who's dealing with an injury issue, and we'll see how serious that injury is. Get some more updates as we move forward. As I said before, the Lakers come to town on Saturday, the last Thunder game before Christmas. No LeBron James for the Lakers tonight. They lose in Minnesota. They're just 15-14. A pretty good showing in Minneapolis. Pretty close game against the team with the best record in the West. Anthony Davis had a really nice game. We'll see if AD is there, is ready to play in Oklahoma City, how he's feeling. And we'll see how LeBron James is after sitting out tonight. If the rest tonight gets him more prepared to play on Saturday in OKC, we'll find out. This Thunder team is rolling. We'll see how they play against the Lakers, and then it's just a short little time off for Christmas before they come right back and have a back-to-back against the Wolves and the Knicks. So a lot of really good competition that started earlier this week in Denver. Continued tonight with the Clippers, and it carries on. So we'll see how these guys play, and we'll see what kind of updates we get on health status as we move forward. But a big win tonight for the Thunder, snapping that Clippers winning streak. It's off to the Lakers next.